Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Bulls come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Shows you the confidence that he has in his offensive line and running back. But the defense in great position to negate this play and bring up a 4th down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area, expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And this time it's complete. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to throw yet again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Bulls will line up on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this pass is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's... Sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33. And the Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete downfield. He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. New set of downs after that completion.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he scores. Touchdown, Cardinals. They're setting out to try the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulls. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And here comes a deep shot. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? At the 20. Touchdown, South Florida. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kirk, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Well, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. And all of a sudden, we got a new game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
He's got it for a big gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He missed it. That one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
There's the handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Now the all-important extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, instead keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
The USF offense is back out there now, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Going to try to use his legs here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Catch made down inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. So the offense blinking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty set now, 5 wide. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, South Florida. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals' offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I'm all for quarterbacks trying to make plays. I love to see the fight in a guy and wants to make a play on every single chance that he can make. But here, when you scramble and you throw the ball way back against your body, you're asking for trouble. He's so lucky that ball didn't.
Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. He makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Bulls starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 21 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Tackle made on the return. What the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Bulls will come to the line to run the hurry-up. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24, that's a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Got to do something here on 3rd down to get back in range. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, USF. And this one is getting ugly. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Tries to get it to the running back. The ball is caught. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching it downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Bulls. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs through the defender. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. Will spot it at the 38. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Bulls will have 1st and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking for his back. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Bulls are in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Terrier.
Second down, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks.
And is intercepted. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. So they make the tackle, but will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this